For State Fair fans, get ready. Can't get here fast enough. But for the vendors and the staffers working to get this thing all pulled together, the hours are racing by. Never enough time for them. Robbie Owens live for us over at the fair this evening with a look at how the fair veteran, one in particular, is making this whole task a little bit easier at least. Robbie?
That's right, Doug. Not only does Jack Pyland of Jack's Fries make it easier for fair workers during these last hectic days, I tell you, he makes it up fresh. And oh, so tasty.
When Jack Pyland says he's grown up at the Great State Fair of Texas, he means it. Got his first gig with a fellow vendor at 6 months old.
Fletchers need a sound effect of a baby crying, so my dad volunteered me. He took me to the studio and pinched my butt till I cried. And then for years, when my mom and dad walked down the midway and she'd hear that recording and me crying, she'd slap my dad and say, "Quit making my baby cry." You know, he paid for that dearly for years.
Jack the Fourth is quite the character, telling me he learned how to count, keeping up with the bags of potatoes the stand used. And then he turned 16, and knowing how to count really came in handy.
And my mom couldn't understand why all my friends and I were coming out and climbing on the roof to count inventory cups. What she didn't know is when we got on the roof to count inventory cups, we could see over the curtain of the burlesque show called the Cotton Review. So we were watching the show while we were counting cups.
Yes, Mom grounded him, but his lifelong connection to the fair rooted him as well. Jack cares deeply about the institution and the people that work so hard to make it happen.
Mayonnaise or mustard? Mustard, hamburger and fries with mustard. All the way. We found out years ago, you know, when we get out here and we'd be working, I'd cook for my employees, and everybody wanted to buy some food, and so I went and petitioned State Fair to let me open early. So yeah, I open up early and have a discounted food for the employees so they can have a place to eat, so they don't have to run off the fairgrounds. They come over, eat real quick, and then get back to work.
There's not enough hours in the day. Like, I need 10 extra hours today.
And the State Fair workers and vendors say every second counts.
We get started with the fries, and then we'll have the hamburger out in a second.
It's amazing. It keeps me on the grounds where I don't have to go anywhere, and I can get something to eat really quick. And it's good food.
And the State Fair it serves?
It's Texas. It's big and great.
Now, I mentioned that this here is Jack the Fourth, and yes, there is a Jack the Fifth just waiting for his turn at the basket whenever this one here gives him a chance. Live at the State Fair of Texas, Robbie Owens, CBS 11 News.
More than anything, bring that thing back with you.
Come on, Robbie.
Man.
Bye, Doug.
Bye, honey.